No, them players, man. Billups and them for
Oh yeah, they fuck. Hey, no, they said he was
what?
in Detroit for a long time. They got that Detroit mob up there. He was in Detroit for a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And he walked with a certain swag too, didn't he?
Yeah, I
Like
like. I always liked Billups as a player. He
yeah.
what call him? Big bucks or what they call him?
Billups?
Scott Billups or something.
Oh, Chauncey. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they just call him Chauncey for what I can remember. Well.
Yeah, that's illmatic. But hey, let's get ready to get started. Let me get my phone. Oh, my phone. I ain't got my phone.
Get your phone together. Get your phone together.
The ginger
Where
chewing the
y'all, where
food
y'all at?
ain't good doing the show with him, so we gonna seckle
I
with
mean, I'm in, I'm in Cali.
You in
yeah, yeah,
Cali? I
yeah.
gotta come out there. I got Mellow Man Ace want me to do his documentary.
Mellow
Oh,
Man Ace, a
wow.
former guest on Sands on Sports. Shout out to Mellow Man Ace. We got to play golf, my brother.
Okay.
Mellow Man Ace swinging that club.
What you shoot?
Shout out to Sin Dog too, no doubt, man.
What you shoot?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nothing. I shoot. I go out there. Check it out. What I can't, you know what they say, man. Let me talk my shit, man. Let me talk about my shit, man. They
I
say
shoot
you're
a
only
little
as good as your last whatever you've done, right? So my last hole that I played of golf was a par 5 at Clifton Park here in Baltimore, and I parred it. So that's my game. I parred my last hole. No.
bit. They call that luck.
Hey, but luck is all good in golf.
But it's not everlasting. It's just luck.
But luck counts in golf.
You never lie. I play, but I'm not that good.
Yeah, I'm
But
not. No,
I'm a,
I'm usually I'm hitting about between like a 113, 125, something like
yeah.
that.
I'm like I'm 98, 100.
Oh
But
yeah, you the
I
man.
actually mess up all my swings on the green.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm right in front of the green, getting it up there, getting
That chip.
the
Yeah. Supposed to be a chip in the
the
putt. Chip in the
putt
putt. Chip in the
is
putt.
really
Chip in the what? Man, I 3 putted and chipped it 4 times. Like, give me an 8. Well, we about to start. 3, 2, 1. What's up, y'all? It's your main man, Jay Sands on Sports, hip hop and sports entertainment at its finest. That's right, y'all. The big kid is at it again. Season 7, the God season. So that's all. We just got gods on the show all season. And I said episode 135. First hip hop sports podcast. I might have said that too. I don't know. But first interview here in Baltimore with Royce the 5. Matter of fact, shout out to Royce the 5'9". Hopefully everything's going well with him because he was talking about he has health issues that he's dealing with that's very serious. So thoughts and prayers to the brother Royce the 5'9". Again, the first interview we did on Sands on Sports was with Royce the 5'9". So yeah, man, send a shouts out to him and hopefully he recovers from whatever he is going through. I got my co-host with the co-most out on the West Coast, my man Tahir, Jahi. Peace, cuz. What's going on?
I'm holding in there pretty good. Got my little walk in this morning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm almost done with my gallon of water. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I'm almost done with that. And I've been taking my wormwood since the weather's changing. Y'all got to
Okay.
step up your herbs, keep that
All
that
right.
that mucus thin. You heard?
We gonna go into that. We gonna go into that later.
Oh, we're gonna go into that? Okay, okay, okay,
We're
okay,
going to
okay.
that. We're going
But
to
yeah, that's it on this side of things. You know what I'm saying? Cali weather's Cali weather. You know what I'm saying? Cali weed is Cali weed. You heard?
Yeah, you don't even smoke, so please don't
I
talk
know.
about that. That's offensive. You don't smoke, you talking about weed. Don't let's not do that. But anyway, today in sports history in 1978, you look at my thumb, you see I play so much damn PlayStation John Madden that I gotta give my man a shout out. John Madden in 1978 today got his 100th victory. So RIP and shout out to John Madden. And also shout out to YouTube TV, man. I don't know if y'all aware of what's going on with Disney.
Damn it, Disney.
You know, I don't have cable. When the pandemic hit, I got rid of cable. I didn't need cable no more. I got the Fire Stick. I'm groovy, and I got YouTube TV. You know what I mean? But Disney pulled all of their stations off of YouTube TV, so there ain't no more ESP fucking in on YouTube TV no more. So
right.
And
they did say that they're gonna drop $20 off the subscription though. That, you know,
whatever. If you don't have Halle Berry, we don't have a movie. Okay, check it out. Because you know your cousin used to tour a lot, right? So boom, what 2001, the Steelers are playing in the AFC Championship. We got a black quarterback, Cordell Stewart. He's in it, and you know where my dumb ass is at? I'm in Europe rapping on tour, walking around Amsterdam at 4 a.m. in the morning trying to find somewhere that had the game, and I missed it. So from that moment, I said, yo, I could never live in Europe. I know niggas that met girls in Europe, moved out there, whatever. They got it now, but they didn't have ESPN for like years. So I said, I can never live here. Y'all niggas don't got fucking PN. I'm not living in no fucking Europe. But you know, so yeah, YouTube TV, no ESPN. You're out of here.
Yeah, no Sands, huh? No ESPN, no Sands.
Yeah, man. But anyway, enough about me and my trials and tribulations, because we have a very man. Look here. I don't know what I do because, like I said, I don't make no money doing this, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I know what I'm doing was to interview brothers like whatever I'm doing. It was the interview a brother like the gentleman we have today on the show. So, wow, that's all I've been saying all week. Wow. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce the guest we have today, Mr. Wade. Peace. How you doing, sir?
What's up, family? How y'all doing, man?
Man, maintaining. How you doing?
Man, I can't complain. You know, I can't complain at all. Just trying to make it work for not just for me, but for all of my, people out there and a lot of the legends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, Busters, can you give us a 20-second bio about yourself, please?
Wow. 20 seconds. Well, my name is Mr. Wade from the original New York City Breakers. I've danced for 3 presidents, including Barack Obama. I'm the only one that's ever danced for 3 presidents, Bush, Barack, and Reagan. Been all over the world. Did a movie called Beat Street. Now I'm producing a series called Beat Street, Where They Are Now. Can't complain. Started a company called Real Song Productions. We're doing well. Very well. I did another series called You Can't Erase Me with a lot of legends. I've shot 13 of our documentaries to tell the real story and kind of cement the culture in their own words.
Word up. That's dope. Well, this is a sports show, so I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite team starting with football?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Be honest. Break it down.
I got to be honest with you because I'm a businessman and I'm a money man.
Yeah.
So I respect building teams.
Okay, got you.
And players. So people talk a lot about the Dallas Cowboys and how they just not that team. But Jerry Jones built it from was it 300,000, 300 million to over $1 billion, and he's making in more money, and he's always pulling in you would call an NFL rejects. Yeah. So when no team wants them, Jerry takes them, and they're a dynamic team. They may never make it, but they don't need it. They don't need it. So yeah, I like the Cowboy. I like the flash.
Hey, that might be the longest intro in the Yellow Cowboy.
Hey,
that's my team, man.
Listen. At the end of the day, they got Quentin Williams today. So hey,
Cowboys. No, they said it was going to be a trade.
How did you feel about losing Micah?
Facts.
How did you feel about losing Micah Parsons?
It was a travesty.
Okay.
It was devastating. It wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay.
But he's doing Green Bay justice though. You know,
Yeah.
when you stop the rush, you allow the quarterback to sit in the pocket and pick you apart. So Jerry and them didn't have a plan. I don't understand how that happened.
Okay, what about baseball? You got a favorite baseball team?
It. I mean, when Yankees. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Yankees has always been my thing in the '70s, '80s, and the '90s.
Yeah, they were close.
You can't be mad at the Dodgers right now.
No,
You
Dodgers.
can't be mad at. I don't know what. And forgive me for saying this. I don't think we found out what that steroid is that man is taking over there.
Talk about Ohtani.
Yes, sir.
And,
I don't know what kind
and
of
they tried to
flowers.
stop him from going both ways.
Come on, man. Come on, man. He is the beast, man, and he's worth every penny.
Yeah.
But he got a secret.
Yeah, he got some. Are you a Knicks fan?
I've always loved the Knicks.
Okay.
I see them trying to get back in the game. My brother's a super Knicks fan.
Yeah.
Any team that falls short for me, just like in my career, when you fall short, you got to earn my respect.
Yeah.
In politics, government, true fans are true fans, but I've lost a lot of money. I'm gonna tell you a short story. When I moved to Chicago, I was a Knicks fan, and I bet a lot of money against Michael Jordan. I lost a lot of money because of loyalty. Loyalty don't pay the bills. So I think I keep it real. Michael broke me a lot, and I was in Phoenix. I was Drexler. I was jumping from team to team, and he was eating them. He was eating them. And I lost a lot of money. I went back on the Bears though. They some sorry son of a excuse me.
Oh man, that's tough, bro. That. Hey, this is what I want to ask you. You ever dance? I'm sure you have. You ever danced in the garden before?
No, I danced in Atlanta though, but not in the garden. We danced
outside the garden.
No, I never had to. I came straight out the projects to the president.
I know that's right. Say that.
169th and Washington Avenue in the hood.
Yeah.
In the jams, and Spanish kid walked up to me. I was at Delancey Street, beat me buying a Shirley, and I had Dr. Electric. That was my first name, Dr. Electric, on my back. With those press-ons. We couldn't afford no Adidas suits, press-on suit. And he said, "Yo, we got an audition." And I said, "I'll go to the audition." Me and my man Asa, went down there, and they invited me to join the New York City Breakers after seeing my style. Wow. So I went from the project straight to my first show was for Catherine Dunham at the Kennedy Center Honors.
Say word.
Bananas. Yeah.
Well, when you doing all this break dancing, did you play any sports coming up?
Well, I'm an athlete by nature.
No doubt. Yeah.
So I was into football, but again, I started dancing at 17. I mean, I became a New York City Breaker at 17.
Okay.
So I was really into boxing a lot. A lot. But the problem with that is I came out of the Bronx. Like y'all in Philly, right? You came out of Philly?
Pittsburgh.
So in the Bronx, niggas didn't like to get hit for free. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just could not conform to that. But we played a lot of street ball. We played football. Yeah. We did what we had to do because we didn't have no money. So it was all conventional. It was the stick with the blue ball, draw the X on the wall. But I never went into sports to say sports. But you know what? I could have. Yeah. At my age, and I'm not God. I'm saying today, I don't wake up with aches and pains.
Yeah, that's what my partner said. Because I said, yeah, I might have Mr. Wave on the show. He's like, man, he probably in great shape. Like,
Out of nothing, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, check this out, man. We are going out of the first quarter, and we are headed into the second quarter. Now, hey, man, let me preface this conversation we're about to begin, because again, man, look, I've probably seen Beach Street 200 times. I've probably watched the Roxy scene over 500 times, and the Christmas scene with that Mo D and Treacherous 3 over 500 times. So this is what we're dealing with somebody who could forensically go into Beach Street and discuss this. I mean, I used to know all the words. Like I could just while the movie plays, I say all the words. That and Star Wars, two movies that I could do that. You know what I mean? So again, we're talking about an era where like hip hop's here, but the rappers not like again. I knew there were groups. I knew Melly Mel and them were kind of out, but the thing was, you had to do the move, Mr. Wave. You had to get that Mr. Wave, bro. You had to get that. You know what I mean? Hey, you were the dancers were the stars in the early 80s before people figured out, okay, only way we can sell this culture is through music. So we're gonna put that to the forefront. But when it came out, you didn't want to be the rapper, you didn't want to be the DJ, you wanted to be the dancer, bro. And you were like the dude on top of the mountain when it came to breaking when I was coming up, man. Like an all seriousness, man. Woo, how many times I practiced that routine that you did on Beach Street and never got it right, and it never came close. Never came close, yo. So again, man, whatever story you got to tell about that time, man, please feel free. But yeah, man, I'm like a total fan of the Beach Street shit, man.
It was easy math, and it took a lot of different components to make it happen. First of all, I was a secret weapon because Rocksteady had never seen me. Only time that some of the Rocksteady saw us when we was at that audition when they asked me to become a New York City breaker after seeing me practice. We were auditioning actually for the dance for Catherine Dunn and the president. But in B Street, when we came out, there was already animosity because in the street code, you got your number one and number two. In the world, I say in the world because it was not, B Street allowed it to transform and transcend globally.
Yeah.
So it was still a local Bronx thing until it wasn't. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And coming to the Bronx from Japan, other parts of the globe to see it in its natural form. Well, Harry, because of Michael Holman, decided to give it in its natural form. It was only 2 takes to that battle.
Wow.
But they would not stop the battle because it was so pure. It was truly team crew against crew.
Yeah.
Real talk. So I was considered a secret weapon, and people misconceive what breaking is. B-boying is boogie boy, break boy, Bronx boy. That's what I was, a B-boy. A breaker is one who lays on the floor and does most of the moves on the floor. So when they saw this, you can't call me a popper, you can't call me a locker, you can only call me a b-boy because I came and did multiple styles. So what I do is I elevate. So I came out with the kind of like the vibration into, kind of around, and then I transformed down. So I was ticking down, way back up. That was not seen before. So it became a real big deal. But we did save the film along with Melly Mel.
Yeah,
along with Beach Street Breakdown. I just had a conversation with Mel about Beach Street and Nas.
Yeah.
It didn't just do it for you, bro. It did it for the world, if that makes sense. It inspired us to do all these things that people don't do. You have your radio show because you were inspired many years ago. And no matter if you get 1 listener or 6 million listeners, you're going to keep rocking with a lot of energy. Yeah. That's what we did on that floor that day.
Yeah. And you had the gloves too. What made you rock the gloves? Again, it just popped in my head, the white gloves. Yeah.
You think about tradition and you go backwards. It didn't start with the dance. It goes back to mime. It goes back to Fred Astaire. It goes back to Sammy Davis Jr. All the best dancers wore white gloves, bro.
Okay.
Think about it. Just think about it. So your gloves was an accent to your outfit. It was the top hat. It was the Yankee hat. Yeah. For me, Mr. Wave, it was the gloves. And it allowed me to. It allowed the illusion of mine.
Yeah.
Gloves allowed me to finish.
Yeah.
You know,
I remember, bro. I remember like, damn, bro, it's such a big impression. Uh, and there were movies made. I don't know if Breaking was made after, but like
Breaking was a rush. So Breaking was made at the same time.
okay,
We had did Soul Trained, and they wanted us to be in Breaking
okay,
as extras because they were trying to push out Breaking before Beat Street, and they made it. It came out before Beat Street.
okay.
What makes Beat Street so powerful? You're talking about all the elements of our culture.
Yeah.
You're talking about the DJ, the MC. You're talking about the dancer, the graffiti artist, and then what Harry did was he infiltrated the uh, inner city of Manhattan, Lower East Side, you know, the rich, and shoved it into the Bronx, and it kind of meshed up. And he wanted it to be bigger than it was, and he won. Look, today we still doing Beach Street. Nas just signed on for the Beach Street play musical.
Yeah, it to me it was just more authentic. It was more grimy, like even the color arrangements, like you know they had pastel colors and but hold on, Turbo was extra nice. Turbo was extra nice. Yeah. But it just didn't have it didn't have subway trains with graffiti on it
because they didn't have that in LA. They had
exactly.
What I tell people all the time when I talk at universities and colleges and schools, B Street in the 80s is similar to Woodstock in the 70s. It'll never be repeated. No matter how the culture keeps moving forward, you can't duplicate what we did in the 80s. We were so smooth. Do you understand that we wore our own clothes in that movie?
Okay, yeah, got you.
In the train station, the leather pants, the leather, that's what we were doing in the Bronx at that time.
That's why I wanted to ask you about the fashion.
That's why it could not match up because they weren't there. Hip hop is a part of they say 4 or 5 elements, but when you look at fashion, beatbox, there's so many more elements, bro.
Yeah,
that add to the culture.
Yeah,
and that's why they never really got it right anywhere else.
So who were like the first style icons in that period?
You know, I got to tell you, well, there were different styles because there were different people modeled after different folks. So culturally, all of us was the afro, then the jerry curl, the mock neck, the lead jeans, the wide-legged lead pants with the dope ass crease in it, with the Adidas and the Pumas. That was the Bronx. That was everywhere. Brooklyn was Tim's. And Bombers, you know, and Robin, you know, that's Brooklyn. And Manhattan was money making. They like more like Silk, you know. That's why you had those groups come out of Manhattan. So it was no leader there. What led was Africa Bambaataa, Melly Mel. They were going after the Funkadelics, you know, those other groups that were that made it, that were dressed different. So they had Arthur Baker created some great music, Planet Rock, Planet Patrol, all those songs. But look how Bam and them dressed.
Yeah.
It was not normal of what the culture was rocking.
Right.
But we breeded a lot of dope MCs that came out of the West Coast, like Ice-T.
Yeah.
Huge. They were all in Zulu. Bambaataa raised a lot of them, you know. And I always say his name because when you're part of the footprint and you're part of the culture, how can you deny the culture and then say that you love the culture? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on right now with the Black American delineation movement. What's Black American originated versus contributors to the culture?
That's in hip hop.
Well, Cass said it's the best.
Hip hop.
No,
ask you because you were there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We were the biggest thieves in cultures and in history. We didn't invent anything. We didn't create anything. We recreated everything.
Yeah.
You know, so if you go back to the 1943, you see people knee spinning in Africa. You see them dancing on tables. You see Gene Kelly gliding across the floor. Charlie Chaplin So we did the moonwalk. Then Michael Jackson did the moonwalk on stage and beat it. And he now the world gives it to him, and he wasn't the first one doing it. So I mean, it's nothing because we only have 10 fingers and 10 feet and 10 hands. It's not who created it, it's how well it was duplicated and how it evolved. The culture has now evolved. So you can't get mad at the B-boys now to take flight early. They only got a 2-year lifespan of dancing, but they get it in. They're better than Olympians. That's a whole different story. So we had nothing. We had no training, no education, no know-how, and we created a genre that is a multi-trillion-dollar profit for the industry as a whole. Right. So that's where we won. We lost, yes, sir. What we lost at is that we were not the wiser. And so they milked us. We did toys, Viewmaster. We did albums, went gold from K-Tel. Those companies, as soon as they got, and we did 500,000 sold in K-Tel, and they went bankrupt. We did the toy Viewmaster, it went bankrupt. So they knew how to get our money and then get us at the same time. So our popularity stayed street for that first and second generation. And then as it moved on and you got your Nas's and your Jay-Z's and your Biggies and Puff Daddies, they tend to see, how can we get this money? We have to say no. See, we didn't say no to anything.
Yeah.
We just be there. Make sense?
Yeah. And you remember when like the dancers for MCs were famous? You know, like you knew Big Daddy Kane's dancers' names, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they were part of the whole crew. You knew the S1W. I guess they were dead. You know what I mean?
But you're 100% right, but that was the culture.
Yeah.
When we first started, they wanted the culture. They wanted to suck it, to smell it, to taste it. Then they started realizing how much arenas are being filled, how many people. So they said, wait a minute, bam, we don't need Soul Sonic Force.
Yeah.
Why don't you just come? Forget the Zulu Kings, the mighty Zulu Kings. We don't need the DJ or Flash. We don't need the MCs. Flash, you come over and you get some local dancers, and we emulating the culture because we got the big name, Flash, Rakim. So first it was the MC. If you think about it, it was the DJ before the MC. It became the MC over the DJ because records were selling. It wasn't selling because of the scratch. It was selling because of the vocals.
Melly Mel.
Easy math.
Yeah. So do you think that where we are based off of that? It seems like we had to water it down a little bit for pop culture to be able to digest things.
We didn't have to water it down. We were forced to water it down. When they don't want to pay for 7 plane tickets, and they want to pay for 1, but it happened before that. If you go into music and look at NWA, I did DJ Yella's documentary. It's a 2-part series, and we talk about his lifespan from the World Class Wrecking Crew to NWA to working with Easy to doing porn to flying around the world with Easy's son. One man was the string of that, but Dre comes up as the guy. Yella was very important in that group. Very important. And they talk about that. Battle Cat, everybody talks about that in my stories. But again, it's not them who did that. It was not social media, not fans. It was the market. The market controlled all of us and what we did in the beginning. And that's where the demise came in at. And they got a couple of us and say, hey, let me give you if I make you, to make Jay-Z a billionaire was to stop Jay-Z from making 100 more Jay-Z's, 1,000 more Jay-Z's. They realized they didn't have to see all of us. They just had to see one of us. You know, there's always one dope ass MC come out. Do you know how many dope MCs on this planet? It's just like the NBA. Look at the Rucker. If any of these NBA players took their ass down to the Rucker back in the 80s, they was getting slammed. But they never made it to NBA. Only one who made it there most likely would have been Darryl Dawkins. And he was uncontrollable, tearing up backboards.
Right.
You know, he didn't have a long career, but he made it there. But he made it there from the streets. You know, so they had to start grooming him like they did LeBron. Started at 15, grooming him to make him ready. And he's the one now. He's a billionaire. Easy math. That's why I started my company. I don't owe nobody no money.
Before I forget, shout out to Yeller. Played the drums at Compton High. I remember that on the album.
That's what. Yeah.
No doubt. Well, hey, check it out. We're gonna get out of the second quarter. We're going into halftime. Halftime, New York City. Y'all got a new mayor. And with Mondami. Okay.
Yep.
How are we feeling about the? I mean, I live in Maryland, so I'm. You know, my mayor is cool. Listen, my mayor wears Wu-Tang t-shirt every day, so I'm good. I'm in Baltimore. My mayor's down with Wu. How about y'all? How y'all feel about the new mayor in New York?
About New York. It was important for not just him, but if you looked at all the ones that won the age.
Yeah.
This for me, this was a money grab.
Okay.
From the senators, on both sides, from senators, from Republican Democrats, from Congress, from the president, because what happens is we all getting old, bro. And so who's going to get elected in 4 years that's sitting up there that's 79 years today? Yeah. So all this thing, the economy is sinking, but the economy is growing on the top end. So when somebody like Dami comes in and speaks truth to power, that's a problem because it's going to slow down that cash flow a lot sooner. And this wipeout yesterday slows down everything tremendously. Now you have to negotiate. When they was on that run and they knocked the Dems on their heels. Now, how does it that you pardon a mayor? Hear me. Republicans give one mayor an out. He leaves the race and could have had some great numbers. And then you endorse our ex-governor to run against this man. Ain't nobody in that batch that I just spoke about is Republican, but it all came from the Republicans. We are so behind the gun because they planned 20 years in front of us.
Yeah, they do.
That's why we losing. So him coming in with all that following, it's not about him. He has to deliver his asses out. It's easy math. And New York will turn on you in 2 seconds. Just ask anybody from the Knicks.
Yeah.
You know, if he doesn't deliver, just like we feel, our Dems feel like Trump is not delivering, when I got to make sure my mom has enough loot to subsidize whatever her senior numbers are, that means we're losing.
Yeah.
You know, when you got to go and you threaten after the man wins, you threaten the whole city. You know, that's saying that this is not a democracy. This is like, listen, I'm that guy. I pull the lever, and everybody needs to get in line.
Yeah.
You know, New York is going to be a case study, you know, in the coming years because, you know, you have a socialist by ideology, right? Has a lot of ideologies that are socialist, and I'm not saying it's not needed, but there's a lot of money in New York. There's a lot of businesses in New York that would say, I'm not going to be able to make as much money in this city. And they might say, we're out of here, right? And I'm sorry.
But no, I disagree with that.
What's that?
At the end of the day, it's money. At the end of the day, it's money. And just like the commissioner of the fire department, the New York fire commissioner resigned today. And the minute that he resigned, I said, that's not a problem because there's 1,000 black brothers that should have been in that position anyway.
Yeah.
There's so many positions that can be filled. There's so many companies willing to come in. Don't discount other countries that's willing to spend that bread to come into New York City. No one's gonna leave because at the end of the day, it's about the number.
Like, I'm
It's
coming to New
about
York
the
Saturday.
bottom line. And he's not going to kick them out, or he's not going to get in front of himself, because if they do leave and they start losing jobs, he's going to have to make that up. And you can't be a socialist. You can't go hard like Bernie and win. You can't go hard like Trump and win. He's got to be a moderate at some point, because he cannot turn his back over. And Jefferson won't let him. It just won't, because we had fell so down, so low. It started with Hillary.
Yeah.
It started when she lost. But somebody told me something the other day that blew my mind. They said, he only beat 2 women. He didn't beat Biden. He didn't beat, you know what I'm saying? Trump only beat women. So look at what happened yesterday. Women won. And they're young. Remember I told you in the beginning of this conversation, it's a money grab. The older folks are fun.
Yeah.
Democrat is going to go young, and he's one of those. But when you have 2 million people come out in a year after the election, they never come out that heavy. You never get 2 million voters, but not just here. It was in California. I mean, one of the ladies won by almost 500,000 votes. It's supposed to have been a close race. It's a message, a signal going out saying this is a diverse country. I mean, government, United States is diverse, and we can't go back. Making America great again is having everybody eat.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, I guess my only pushback on having this social, theologies of being a socialist is you have AI and automation, right? We know that more and more jobs are going to disappear, you know what I mean, moving forward. So it's going to, that's why I think it's going to be a cool case study to see how he does in New York and how he's able to utilize these other
You know
resources.
what I would do if I was him? If he's listening to this show, what I would do is I would bring trade schools back and have AI as one of the subjects. Put these young kids from the hood in a class to learn AI, and then they fit right into the future. He has to just bring the past and the trauma into the future. He has so many young followers. If he said he wanted to build that program and gave money to that program, if he decides, we built a museum in New York City, the Hip Hop Museum. If he comes on board with the museum, the Hip Hop Museum, Nas, Joe, we all a part of that Hip Hop Museum. And if he comes on board with that, you want to see where I'm going? We have to accept, the United States of America is supposed to accept every nation, everyone. Socialism and what that infighting game, if he doesn't turn the curve, he doesn't turn the curve. He gets his ass kicked out. It's easy math. He cannot affect. You think if I'm making $1 billion a year as a businessman, a Jewish businessman in New York City, I can't sit down 4 years. I'm still gonna make the money. I'm gonna let him talk. He only got 2 years to speak. Trump only got 1 more year. You know what I'm saying? And then elections start to happen, and people start to digress, and we start to make moves. They're waiting for him to slip. He's too smart to slip. I doubt if he's aggressive. In tone, he is, because he wants now more followers. He's doing what Trump did. YouTube, iTunes, everywhere where there's a platform, he's loud and he's obnoxious and he's confident. And isn't that what the Democratic Party needed?
Yeah, they needed that. Yeah, they needed somebody to and just a little pushback because the word socialism gets tossed down. People, socialism, I'm scared. But we already live in a social society where there's already programs. We have the police, we have the fire department. Those are socialist programs for everyone. You know what I mean? So we're kind of already living that way. It's just they, word salad, they DEI, socialism, whatever, and just to scare people. So
the scary part is when you have to, the future where we're going, AI agents are going to be performing a lot of the jobs, right? We can't dispute that, right? Two, you have people who will be out of work, right? And you would say, well, how do they make money, right? They're not going to, okay, there's going to be able, okay, the trades, right? Something tangible to actually do, right? But how many people are going to fit in that space? You're going to still have millions and millions of people out of work. And where do they get the money? From government. That's a scary thing.
But it's not based out of New York, what you're talking about, because who signed all that into play right now? The Republicans. AI, Bitcoins, all that was fading out. They came right back around and they're getting rich off of it. The investors are right there in that 100-seat room called senators and Congress. AI is effective. It is replacing movies, but if you don't, just like when the that tape was replaced by CDs and DVDs, the VHS one was replaced by DVDs, we thought the same thing. And when Jay-Z decided to go to Walmart instead and cut out the middleman, we thought the same thing. These kids are getting richer today because of Spotify than when the record companies were running things. If you have AI and you learn it, you can create your own platform. And it's just like what you're doing on this show and make that platform work. If you add trade schools in it, and because you are underprivileged, you don't have the money, you don't have the resources, and you out of school and offer it at a low rate, this is what he should do and can do because he's the mayor. If the governor gels with him, and now you have a trade school where my son is going to learn how to code AI. That's what they were doing in what's his name was doing that in California. He got some schools and having kids learn how to code. So education is going away. They've already taken away penmanship. You don't have to write anymore. Now everything comes DocuSign. It could be you signing my name on a contract that I'm obligated to fulfill. They don't know that because you have my email and you could do my DocuSign just by typing in my name, but that's what reality is today. Absolutely. So losing jobs, I agree, but gaining jobs, yes. I think AI is more dangerous because a lot of jobs will be lost, but AI doesn't clean schools, doesn't clean buildings, AI doesn't manage. AI is a secondary tool that has to be fed something. So I think the way to go is to create a platform as any mayor in any city to say, hey, we're going to open these trade schools back up, not for welding. I mean, there's so many different components. Look at what influencers are doing. Look at what people that play the these games, that's the games, and they're making money. Graffiti artists, they're artists now, but now they've moved from graffiti into graphic art. Now they're moving into AI. So again, it's just what you wanted to do. I started this company, me and my partners, now only one partner survived this, and we did 13 documentaries. Special K, Sparky D, doing Cheeks right now, going to do Metal Mayonnaise. So we've done this and we own it all. I am the CEO, and if you want any of my product, you got to come through me. That's what we have to do as a Black people, as a brown people, as even white people. You have to own it yourself. with AI gives you that opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. You know, we'll move on. We could talk about this all day, but I feel what you're saying. There's you know, I live in that space with blockchain and smart contracts and stuff like that when it comes to um, being able to take your IP, right, and control it and get access to
Whoever you want.
X, Y, and Z through a smart contract. Absolutely. I get what you.
Yes, sir.
Well, yo, you hear the sound. That means we are going out of halftime into third quarter. Yeah, my puppy, he's being real clingy. But we're gonna go into black men's health, man. Again, one of the comments my man Rooster made was like, "Yo, he's healthy, man. You know, gotta be close to 60, man. He's healthy." So, what are some of the things that you do to still be able to pop at your age and get down?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you, I did not listen to social media and doctors.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just say it like this: I, as a child, I did not understand what you could not clean under hot water in the sink. You should not eat. So in my whole life, I don't eat cheese. I don't eat grits. I don't eat cream of wheat. I don't eat oatmeal. I don't any. This is for me. I don't work out. 192 pounds. Don't work out. I've been up since 3 this morning. I only require 4 hour, 5 hours sleep because anything that can clog your artery. So could you imagine? This is my thought pattern. As a child, to take grits, I watch them freeze, and I watch my mama boil them back just to clean the skillet. You remember that, right? You couldn't get out the skillet, but you could get out your system. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. So when you hear the doctor say you got high cholesterol, I don't want you eating this. The only thing they allow you to eat is maybe a little cream of wheat and a little oatmeal. But they don't. You can't eat cheese. You can't eat these things. You can't eat byproducts. But I also learned in my later years. I was watching a show one day, and the guy says, you know, turkey bacon, um, processed food that is, how do I want to say this? Turkey burger.
Yeah.
The byproducts to make those things. It's not the turkey that's the problem. It's how do you preserve something that's not real anyway?
Right.
Okay.
The byproducts themselves are dangerous.
Yeah.
So what I eat, I went down south 20 years, 30 years ago, and I see my cousin. And I seen him take a tree and lift the tree up. It was cut, you know, it was a big log, you know, and he lifts it up and throws it over his head. Just all of them just trunk. And, you know, they ate dinner for breakfast. Are you following me? Breakfast for lunch, and then they had a snack later. We eat dinner last. Then we lay down. I don't lay down. So the last piece that I'm giving you as my childhood to now is I don't stop.
Yeah.
I look at my phone. I walk just on. I'm sitting down. This is the only time I sit down is for interviews. I walk by accident 12,000 steps a day by accident. Look at my phone. Somebody got 22,000 steps because when you slow down, you lay down. When we lay down, you expire. So that theory is truth to power, you know. But I believe you got to put nourishment back in your body. Man, I had some smothered pork chops last night. I know you're gonna hear like this. I mean, some chops with some Alfredo pasta, and it was just dope. You everything you do, you have to do in moderation. You should never stop doing anything. So my only deficiency when I go to the doctor is I don't drink milk.
Okay.
I don't believe in it. If a baby can't drink it, and a grown person can't drink it, how the hell is it good for you? if you have to go to 1% or 0.5%, how is that milk good for you? It was never good for you.
Oh,
So
right.
I believe in those things. I believe that what God put on this earth, what's here, is edible, and I eat what I want. And what I will not do, and forgive me, my hood folks, I believe that when you go to different parts of the world, different parts of states, different parts of hood, they are processing the food indifferently.
Yeah.
So when they change a label in the Bronx, South Bronx, and say this is good for 3 days, no, it was good 3 days ago.
No. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
so when you go to a store and you order a Italian beef, and the shit is this big. How do you think you won? Because you paid $3 for this?
Mm.
Nah, I'm not doing it. I'm a restaurant cat. I always want a meal on my plate at my table,
Yeah.
and I don't do a lot of fast food.
Mhm.
I'm 60, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
My birthday is in February.
No.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, and can I dance? There's right now a video of me. This guy posted me in 2024, and I was just playing around. I hate when I play around and then they post it, but I can't help that. I was in Arizona, and it's already in 5 days. It's almost at 400,000 views.
Mhm.
So 40 years later, people appreciate what I've given them. But when you want to be legendary and not just a legend, you should kind of continue to be who you are without getting Botox, without, you know, God has chosen us. And me and Mel had a great conversation about that when I was shooting him for Beach Street. And I told him some of us are chosen out the door. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter forever. Michael Jackson was chosen, Prince was chosen. Doesn't matter who came before him, after him. Mr. Wave was chosen, Crazy Legs was chosen, Lee was chosen. So there was a lot of people in that movie, but the world chose some of us. And you should live up to that. When you're honored and given something, you should be courteous, you should be respectful, you should know that you're chosen, and that alone will extend your life.
Wow.
That's dope. Wisdom.
Bars.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
You ever heard
Thank
that? Wisdom. No
Yeah.
doubt. No
So
doubt.
Jay, hey, leave that milk alone, fam.
Man, I'm talking no
Ice
milk,
cream.
man. Oat milk.
you.
Hey, don't get your goat killed before I wake and pour my oat milk, my rap pork milk. Boy, don't let me get this started, boy.
Yeah,
Hey,
boy.
but busted. We're on the East Coast, at least you know what I mean. So the weather's changing a little bit, you know what I mean. So what are some of the remedies you guys like? Like I got the elderberry going on now in the tea. So what do you guys do to kind of like keep a little, keep the sniffles away during that cold season?
Man, let me tell you, I'm a different kind of cat because I'm gonna tell you what I do. Um, hot toddies and all that, that's all rumor. That just gets you able to lay down and sleep.
Yeah.
When I start to get sniffles, man, I get some black tea, some tea, and I go get the strongest menthol
Mm,
that you could stand.
damn.
And I drop 6 or 7 of those tablets in that tea.
Okay.
And while you're drinking that tea, it is blasting the nose, the throat, everything in your chest.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I ain't had the flu. I haven't had the flu in 30 years, and and Access as a plus. And
Mhm.
I have not had a cold in many years.
Mhm.
I just haven't, because you have to know when it's coming. You gotta know when your body feel different. You don't get the remedy after the damage. That's like me throwing a bomb in your house and now you're gonna get some bomb protection insurance. Nigga, it's too late. And I don't do the flu shot thing, bro.
Nah, me neither.
Oh man, I
You
just
know what I use uh oil of oregano
Mm,
and wormwood.
yeah.
mm. I heard you earlier say you had some wormwood.
Yeah, listen.
What is
I
it? What does it do?
So wormwood thins out the blood, right? It removes toxins out of the blood. But anytime that I wake up congested
Mm-hmm,
or I feel, because you can kind of feel a
mm-hmm,
cold jumping on you. As soon as I feel that, I take you know, I got a tincture of it, so I drop, and I would say 3 to 5 minutes later, congestion's gone.
Damn.
What's jumping on me, gone. You know,
Wormwood. I mean, send me that. Send me. I'm MrWaveDance@gmail.com. I'm gonna try that. So I'm always willing to try something. But you know, a doctor told me one time. I did not know because I am prescribed because I had postnasal drip.
Mm.
But even when I get sick, nothing is coming out of my face. You ain't gonna see me with no shit all over my face. So they told me they prescribed me Claritin every day, the small capsules, and when it's bad, I had to take Claritin D. So I didn't want to realize. My wife told me this. I didn't want to realize that I had allergies.
Yeah.
I'm not allergic to nothing. And when you get congested like that and it's off and on like that, we don't even know it's allergies.
Yeah.
You know, because that's a silent kind of and it can happen and they think it happens in the spring. It can happen anytime it wants to. You know, if you're in a warm room, you think that is you congested because a cold, and it's really the allergy. But they don't want to tell you that because the doctor told me one time. I went to the doctor because I had this allergy problem for 3, 4 weeks. It just one day I'm cool, one day I'm not. I'm stopped up. She said, because you came in here and you told me it's 3 weeks, I can give you penicillin. We are required not to give y'all shit.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? If you go to the doctor and say it's in 3 weeks, they will give you the real medicine. Isn't that terrible?
Very. But you know, they get paid to you know, pharmaceutical companies.
Extend. Yeah,
Right.
to extend. You know, it's all a money grab, this whole thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hope everybody stays healthy. Put a damn scarf. Hey, that's prevention too. Put some clothes on. Yeah.
Somebody tell me they got a cold. They left the window open last night. You know what I want to do?
All that fan in the bedroom blowing. Turn that shit off.
You left the window open.
Hey, we are out of the third quarter, about to wrap this up. Going to the fourth quarter, I want to give a shout out to my man Busy B. Just left Baltimore today at noon. Hit it up to noon. He's in New York now because he's having his birthday party Saturday with nice and smooth Schoolie D, Mr. Cheeks, and a few other people. And my ass is going to go up there too. So I'm going to New York City, excited. My cousin Rashad going to be up there working on his video. So man, 24 hours in New York, and we're going to Busy B's birthday.
I might jump down there.
Yeah, come through. It's going, man, listen, come through, man. It's going to be a beautiful Saturday in New York City. Hey, I'll bring my golf clubs if you want. We do something Sunday morning.
I don't know how to play.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So yeah, that's it, man. Just going to prepare for the weekend. Watch some hoops. Football's tomorrow. Matter of fact, hold on. We gotta act like what pays the bills in America right now,
bills, boy.
And that's the NFL.
I think the Bills going to take it this year.
Man, look, we from Pittsburgh, bro. You already know, man. We on the
I know loyalty. Y'all loyalists.
So, and what we do, we like to pick a game. So I'm gonna ask you to pick a game, and we call this game the Bum Bowl of the Week. This is two worst teams, and we're gonna pick who's gonna win that game. And for the Bum Bowl of the Week this week, I got the Browns at the Jets. Maybe Shador might start. So if Shador starts, I'm going with the Browns. I'm going with the Browns over the Jets. The Jets are in disarray. I don't know what they're doing, so I'm going with the Browns.
They hired the wrong quarterback.
What's that?
They hired the wrong quarterback.
Oh, you don't like Justin?
No.
Hey, I feel you. Yeah.
The Jets hasn't gotten it right in ever.
Just name it.
Joe Montana. Not Joe Montana.
Joe Namath.
Joe Namath.
Yeah.
Right since then.
Yeah.
You know.
From Western Pennsylvania, Joe Namath, no doubt.
Really? Yeah. But the Browns, I got you. I believe the Browns. I like their quarterback. I see the Browns doing something.
What you think, cuz? Browns or Jets?
Man, they got the Jets. It's a fire sale and over there, yo. They got rid of Sauce Gardner
Ooh,
and
they got rid of
Quentin
some.
Williams. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
Building.
they got a bunch of picks for 2026 and 2027. But for the Bum Bowl, I got the Browns, and I don't like other teams in the AFC North, but I'm
Why
gonna pick the
y'all put
Browns.
the Browns in the bum bowl, man? That's not cool.
Look at the Bumbles for real. This is for real here. But yo,
You
thank
should have
you
put
very
the damn
much.
Baltimore Ravens in there.
Oh, no, hey, look, check it out,
Oh,
man. Check it out,
man.
man. We got 2 tough
You
games
can't win the
against the
big game,
Ravens.
man. It's terrible, bro.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Very disappointed. Very disappointed over there.
Yeah, Lamar might not play this week too, so we'll see. We'll see.
Why would he? He got his money.
Hey, happy is not me, not my problem. My Steelers, we got Aaron Rodgers, Mr.
Yeah,
Ayahuasca, Mr. No
yeah,
Vaccine,
yeah,
Mr. Yeah,
yeah,
we got
yeah,
Aaron Rodgers,
yeah.
baby, and
And
we
he got
out of
that,
here, Mr.
and he got that
Wade.
little swag about him. So he a mean little motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
Rogers don't like to lose.
Yeah, the
So I can
jury's
see
still
him
out. The
going
jury's
deep.
still out. The jury is still because they was about to get the jury's still out. Well,
Oh,
Mr. Wade, you did a great time. You did a great job on Sands on Sports. Came out here. You had 40 points, 15 3-pointers, broke Clay Thompson's record that he broke from Steph Curry. Ran for 8 touchdowns. Was playing hockey. Had 3 goals and a little volleyball. Spiked the ball on the
right,
buzzer.
right.
You know what I mean? So we thank you very much. And
Pleasure, bro.
on my outro real quick, man. I just want to say I said it's getting colder. You just don't want to protect yourself from germs. You want to protect yourself from other people. So as you see, I got my YN outfit on because look, it's Robin Vick season in America. Once it gets a little cold, they cutting benefits from people. They're taking food out of people's mouths. So I'm not saying what to do. I'm just saying have your head on a swivel this season coming up. And hey, maybe don't spend money on stuff you don't need to spend money on. Maybe
Dude, I go from my house to my cars.
yeah,
Cars to my house. I
yeah.
don't walk up and down the street. If I go into a mall, get what I need, and then come out. Me and my wife don't even go to supermarkets no more. She is hooked on all of that technology.
Yeah.
So you can drop it right at that door since
Yeah.
COVID.
It's the
We've been
Scam
to the
Olympics.
supermarket 5 times since COVID.
Remember Eddie Murphy and Trading Places? He was in the little. It was cold outside. It snowed when it gets cold. The Scam Olympics start. So you just gotta.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I remember
Swivel.
Eddie Murphy in Trading Places.
Cuzzo, what you guys say on the outro, man?
Oh man, I am reading for the third time Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. Great book. You
Yeah,
should read it.
yeah.
Also, I'm the founder of Rapify.net. We curate content for hip hop artists. It's rapify.net. Create a profile, share some music. You know what I mean?
Dope.
Yep, that's it.
And if I didn't give a shout out to my man from the Smokatrons, my man Pina, he lives in Pittsburgh.
I gotta see him. You know, Dice. That's Dice's cousin, and Dice been wanting me. I spoke to him a
Hey,
couple.
Busted, hey, that's Dice's ass stepson.
Yeah, Paradise Gray. You talking
Yeah,
about?
great. That's my dude.
That's
Yeah.
his stepson. Yeah.
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 Word
So I
up.
spoke to him a couple of times, and he's doing documentaries as well. Though. Yeah,
Absolutely.
shout out. Tell him I said what up too.
I will do.
Hip
We
hop
got
legends in
we got to get y'all
Pittsburgh.
both on the show one day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
I'm gonna
gotta,
come down there. I gotta shoot Dice for Beach Street.
okay.
As in a month. Just send
Okay.
me some numbers, some
Yeah,
digits.
let's all meet in Pittsburgh. Let me know so I can come to Pittsburgh and we can meet in Pittsburgh. That'd be dope.
Definitely, we can. And Dice got a dope ass spot where he got a lot of memorabilia there.
Yeah.
We can shoot your show in there if you wanted to.
Say word. Say
Hey,
word.
let's do it. I'll fly on through. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be love, though. Yeah, we could do that. Just keep in contact with me, bro.
Well, that's what I mean right now. Can you let everybody know how to get in contact with you, man?
Okay, so my Instagram is Mr. Wave Dance. My email is mrwavedance@gmail.com. My my company, Real Song Productions, REEL, movie reel, but being real. Sung is SUNG Productions. Official is my YouTube channel. You can see 10 of my documentary trailers on there, including the B Street one with Nas in it. And then my Facebook page is Tony Wave Wesley. So that's how you can get me. And I respond. I read my shit. I respond to people. So yeah, truth to power.
No doubt. Well, yo.
But I want to say I appreciate you guys. And you know what? Better than anything on this planet is real energy. And you guys represent real energy. So I love you guys, man. Dope.
Love you as well, bro.
I just have to say,
Thank you for everything that you brought to this culture.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, cuz I'm like,
again, I mean, hyperbole, whatever you want. You were Elvis, man. Because again, we weren't rapping back then. We were just dancing back then. We were trying to do all the dance moves. I bought Manoli and put it in my back. You know, we were trying, and you were Elvis of that shit. So again, thank you very much.
One love,
Jay Sands. I'm Jay Sands.
That's
Jahi.
What you grunting? You grunting.
And that's Mr. Wave. This Sands on Sports, and we out of here, y'all. Peace.
Peace. One love.